The new Buok chapter is out. We got the Japanese starting 11 revealed, we got the first appearance of the Nigerian team. Nagi decided to accept Boratsuta's offer, fully committing to it, even if it means turning against Buok. If that's what it takes to become the best in the world, then he is ready to destroy everything in his way. So let's start with the chapter. On the first page, we see Isagi hyping himself up just before stepping onto the field. He is fully locked in. He says that he is the tool that will make Japan the world's best. The long-awaited first round of the Under-20 World Cup is starting, and here are the starting members. First off, we see the goalkeeper Gagamaru. The fans are chanting his name. They count on him to stop every goal in the tournament. Next are the three center backs. We have the captain Aiku, the magnificent defender Aryu, and the brains of the defense line Nico. We cut to Nagi, who is entering the stadium to watch the game. He is no longer part of Buok. He betrayed the philosophy of living for his own goal, and he can't try to return now. The next players are revealed: the Godspeed Panther Chigiri and the lefty artist Hiyori. They are playing on the left and right back side. We cut to Nagi saying that he will go out and see something new. He lost, he was lame and gross, and only after facing that version of himself, he is finally starting to understand who he really is. Nagi is seriously searching for that fire right now. He gets through the guards and wants to go somewhere. He also realizes that simply playing football wasn't enough to fire him up. Now the midfielders are being revealed. We get the assassin Karasu being the defensive midfielder. Next up is the all-rounder Reo being the right midfielder. Back to Nagi. He says that the one who brought him to Buok was Reo. The reality is, no matter how much he tried to get fired up about being with Reo, it just didn't work. So he won't play football just to stay by Reo's side anymore. Next up in the formation is the left midfielder Bachira. And now for the final two forward players, we have the strongest striker of Buok, the beast Itoshi Rin. We continue with Nagi's dialogue. It's not like Nagi wants to go back to Buok or to fight Isagi again. The true fire that is buried deep inside him, the true identity of his ego, is the desire to be the center of the world and being able to scream that he is the best. He wants to feel the godlike thrill of it all. And the final forward is revealed to be Buok's prodigy, Isagi Yuichi. After that, we see Nagi speaking with the chairman, asking if there is still one spot left open for him to join the team. Nagi no longer cares if he loses everything. He doesn't care if he has to crush Buok. With his final words from the chapter being that he wants to become the world's best. We get the review of the Nigerian team, and the striker tells the Buok players to go all out. Isagi's final words in this chapter are that it's time to get to the top, and the game starts. We were going from Nagi's point of view to the starting 11. It was back and forth throughout the whole chapter, so let's talk about the starting 11 first. There were no big surprises there. Egu basically chose the most standard players to start the game. He did not want any of the unpredictability from Shido and Baru yet. He's probably saving them for later in the game. He is trying to test the waters first. After all, starting with Isagi and Rin leading the attack won't be easy for the opposing team to handle. They will have Bachira and Reo supporting them too. Also the defenders Aiku, Niku and Aryu were all playing for Ubers in the NEL. We knew that Ubers were best at tactics and defending, so there was no surprise about those three being in the starting 11. Also, Isagi was sort of farming the whole chapter, saying stuff like he is a tool that will make Japan the best in the world. When he was entering the field, you could see that he was determined to give his soul and win this game. In those 14 days of training, he got a lot better for sure. Also, seeing all those new Gen 11 players around the world must have given him an idea of what the peak of football looks like. Isagi telling Hiyori that his pass was slow was not a personal attack to Hiyori. He just wants to win at all costs. If helping his teammates brings the team closer to victory, then why wouldn't he do it? We didn't see the full training between the Buok players, but we can assume that Isagi tried to help the others too. I am excited to see this new version of him. Is he going to get stomped by the Nigerian players, or is he going to stomp them? What do you think? Let's talk about Nagi's decision now. When he got eliminated from Buok, we knew the reason was because he did not have a goal strong enough to help him survive in Buok. What he was missing was the hunger to become the best in the world. And we can agree that he got it during this chapter. With his new goal set on becoming the best in the world, he renewed himself from zero. Nagi no longer wants to play football with, or should I say that his goal is no longer playing football with Reo. It's not like he hates Reo now, but more likely he knows that he needs to be on his own now. Playing with with Reo did not work, he could not get into the top 23. Igaguri helped Nagi to come to the realization that in a way he had already betrayed Buok. So what's stopping him from doing it again? In a way, Nagi's awakening mirrored Isagi's. Both had to confront their own limitations, question their beliefs, and reignite their desire to be the best in the world. Isagi dropped his fixations on beating Kaiser and Rin, and he stopped being Noel Noah's fanboy. Nagi dropped his rivalry with Isagi. He dropped his desire to play football with Reo, and now he only wants to be the best. Buratsuta got what he wanted. He will get a lot of money from Nagi joining the Buratsuta tree, which was his goal from the start. But that whole side B project thing, where 300 players will be competing, should not take too much of the manga chapters. A lot of people won't like going from 30 minutes into the official game to some randoms trying to get into the Buratsuta tree. It should either be off screen, or we should see like one chapter of who the two winners of it are at the end of the group stage. We want to see Japan's team versus the other teams in the group. I believe that almost no one wants to see one chapter of the side B project and one chapter of the Japanese games. Going back and forth like that would not be a good idea. Just show one or two chapters of that. Realistically, the only players from that group who might be good enough for Ego to even consider for the official games are probably just Nagi and Kira. I mean, there is a small chance that we get introduced to a new character in there, but we know that Nagi is for sure winning that thing. We saw the final page of episode Nagi's manga, and it was Nagi changing into the Japanese kid and entering the stadium. So there is only one spot left. Either it is for Kira or for a new character in that project. And let's talk about the Nigerian team's designs. I really like the designs for the players that were shown in this chapter. We can assume that they're the main players from that team. There could be a wild card hiding, waiting to get revealed later in the game, but for now they should be the top players in their team. Them being 4 players reminded me of the egoist 4 of Buok, with Bachira, Isagi, Chigiri and Kunigami. Speaking about Kunigami, we did not see him at all in this chapter. Anyways, let's continue talking about the enemy team. They look tough, especially that one striker with the headband who told Buok to go all out in the game. I expect them to give Buok a hard time, but in the end I think Japan will come on top after all. We know that France should be passing to the next stage. They have Woki and Charles, and we don't even know their whole squad, so we could see more crazy players there. So that leaves that group with the second spot for the taking. Buok should win so we can see the Buratsuta 3 players joining in. We have to see Itoshi Sai playing against Spain. The backstory between him and Bunny is really interesting, and we should get more details about that. So yeah, I think that England and Nigeria won't be able to pass to the knockout stage, but that doesn't mean the matches would be boring and not important. We can see the Japanese players get pushed to their limits, fighting hard to win versus those two teams, and we can see lots of developments too. That would be all for this chapter review. Nagi is stepping into the role of a villain, kinda. He doesn't care if he has to destroy Buok in the process, as long as it gets him closer to becoming the best in the world. We wanted to see that version of him for a long time, and now is the time for him to shine. Also, the starting 11 being revealed was really cool. Baru, Shido and Kunigami are being saved if they need some unpredictability added to the team's formations. So yeah, you can expect them to join in if Japan gets hard dominated in this game. Anyways, tell me your thoughts about this chapter. What do you think about the starting 11? Did you like it or did you not? If you like this review and breakdown, make sure to subscribe for more Buok related content. Thanks for watching, see ya!